or die. Final score from Mile High, Denver, Colorado, where your Kansas City Chiefs just got lucky and won over a terrible, horrible Denver Broncos team. You take this win because every AFC win is tough. Every AFC win is a battle. But the Chiefs had no business letting the Denver Broncos up from death's door. None whatsoever. The Chiefs just got lucky. Now, the Chiefs made some plays. Willie Gay had an amazing play when the Broncos went for it on 4th and 1. Tipped interception. Scored. And Patrick Mahomes threw an interception. His 3 interceptions today will cost Patrick Mahomes any chance of winning the MVP. But I don't really care. He's already won the MVP back in 2018. And what happened in 2018? We didn't go to the Super Bowl. So I don't care about Patrick Mahomes losing his chance of being the MVP. Denver Broncos made sure he wasn't going to win the MVP today. But the Chiefs showed enough grit and getting lucky to win the game. Again, the Denver Broncos hadn't scored more than 23 points in any game this season. They were 3-9 coming into this game and managed to put up 28 points when Patrick Mahomes started throwing interceptions. Now, we know Patrick Mahomes will put that on his shoulders. So if he's like, I got to do better. I can't be throwing interceptions. But still, Andy Reid has had a problem as the head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs. His only problem really is blowing big leads. I've never seen a head coach blow more big leads than Andy Reid ever. He's been our head coach since 2013, and there's some big games where Andy Reid just blows freaking leads, man. This isn't a pick on Andy Reid YouTube Live. I appreciate y'all being here, and I'm going to read your comments here in a second. But you cannot keep having these teams that are done come back and win. I mean, look at the Chiefs' home playoff record look at these games with Andy Reid as your head coach. In the playoffs, at home, up 21-3 against the Bengals in the AFC Championship game. You lost. 21-3 against the Tennessee Titans playoff game. You lost. On the road, up 38-10 against the Indianapolis Colts. You lost. Who was the head coach of that game? Andy Reid. Andy Reid deserves all the accolades, all the credentials, all the mentoring, all the tutoring for what he has done with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. He's passed Marty Schottenheimer in victories as a team leader. But you can't keep blowing big leads, man. You're 9-3 coming into the game. This team's 3-9 in turmoil. You're up 27-0. You don't let them off the freaking emergency bed. You don't just say, you know what? We're getting ready to throw this body freaking 6 feet underground and throw dirt on top. Oh, wait. We don't want to do that. Yeah. Let's let them back in it. Come on. Come on, Denver. Come on. We're bored. Andy Reid has got a huge problem in not closing out teams. It's just a fact. It's who he is as a Chiefs head coach. And now Patrick Mahomes is going to take all the blame himself. He's going to say, I threw the 3 interceptions. I let this team come back. The defense needs to step up when Travis Kelce or Patrick Mahomes makes a mistake. Last week against Cincinnati, with the Chiefs up 4, the second play of the fourth quarter, Travis Kelce catches a 20-yard pass and fumbles. The Bengals took over at their own 47. That's a time where your defense says, we're going to pick up Travis Kelce. They didn't pick him up. The Bengals went right down and scored the game-winning touchdown. Today, Patrick Mahomes, 3 interceptions. The defense is like, oh, well, Patrick Mahomes threw an interception. We're not going to stop anybody. The defense played better today against a terrible Broncos offense. The defense made a play on Brett Ripien to make the sack. But the defense has to pick up these players as soon as a touchdown or an interception's made. Now, let's see what you guys are saying here, buddies. You guys got the word here. Yeah, the Chiefs got lucky. The Chiefs got lucky. No doubt about it. They can't keep getting lucky like this, but they keep trying to make us sweat. I want to send some shouts to Chris Pearson, who drove to the game from Lincoln. Way to go. Way to go, Chris. You got to see a Chiefs win. Now, let's look at these stats for your Kansas City Chiefs. Let's look at these stats. Patrick Mahomes was 28 of 42 for 352 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. Isaiah Pacheco was 13 carries for 70 yards. His 10-yard run at the end of the game was huge. His 10-yard run at the sealed it. That's what you want to see. But you know what's sad? First, I want to give Jerick McKinnon 6 carries for 22 yards. Heart attack averted. You got that right, Frank. Heart attack was indeed averted. Even though that's what I'm saying, Efeezy. What the F was that, man? Jerick McKinnon had 6 carries for 22 yards. They tried Michael Burton again. That play hasn't worked all season. The inside handoff to Michael Burton, and when they go short yardage package, that don't work. I know Chiefs got 3 interceptions. Unacceptable. I feel sorry for? I feel sorry for Ronald Jones. He dressed and didn't even get to see the field at all. I don't know why Andy Reid wants to just totally just belittle this guy and make him look bad. Now, I know Isaiah Pacheco was great, and McKinnon was money out of the backfield today with 7 receptions for 112 yards with 2 touchdowns. Amazing. But you're right, Ken. The defense does need to step up. But Ronald Jones not getting to touch the ball is just baffling to me. It's just like they don't like him or something. I wouldn't be surprised if Ronald Jones gets cut this week because Blake Bell's got to come back to the roster. McCole Hardman and Kadarius Toney are coming back. I don't see why they don't even want to give Ronald Jones the ball. Emergency bed, just what the hell is emergency bed? Emergency bed is when you're in the emergency room, you know what I'm saying? And you're about to die, and you get brought back on life support. That's what an emergency bed is. Juju Smith-Schuster, Josh says Mahomes is the man, but he needs to get back to checking the ball down if the play isn't there, not enforcing the ball into tight coverage. I got to agree with you there, Josh. He did cost himself the MVP by that game. This was a bad Denver team. Yes, they were second in line scoring, but still, at the end of the day, I don't care about Patrick Mahomes winning the MVP. No, Chiefs guy, I don't think he'll win the MVP, not because of his play, just because, I guess you could say his play, but I don't care about MVP. Aaron Rodgers won the MVP last year and managed to look like dog crap in the playoffs. So I want Patrick Mahomes to look better in the playoffs. Sloppy and careless lately. That's right, Nian. Celtic Warner says Mahomes trying to force too much. He is. Marquise Valdes-Scantling had a huge catch, 1 for 20. Noah Gray was 3 for 45. Isaiah Pacheco was 3 for 23. Juju was 9 for 74. Justin Watson was none. He didn't have any catches. Juan Thornhill had a big sack. That was huge. Willie Gay had a big interception. Let's give Willie Gay some credit because that play was all pro. Willie Gay, he had a good game. He had a really, really good game. He came out and he played and he tipped some balls. He had 5 tackles, 1 big interception. Nick Bolton had 4 tackles. L'Jarius Sneed had a sack. Juan Thornhill had a sack, as I said. Karlaftis had a sack, 3rd game in a row for him. Mike Dan had a sack. Frank Clark had a sack. Darius Harris had a half, and Brandon Williams Chief debut had a half a sack. Yes, you'd like to see it, but you would like to see it pick it up after a Mahomes interception. We can't keep having these players. We can't keep having the defense lay down when the opposing team gets the football. Now, let's look at Denver's stats for this game, folks. Russell Wilson was 23 of 36, 247 yards. Malcolm, he wants Eric Berry to smack everyone in the face and force some heart. You know, Malcolm, I'd like that too. I'd like that too. I'd like somebody on defense to be a freaking leader. Russell Wilson was 23 of 36 for 247 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. Brent Ripien was 4 of 8 for 16 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception when he got hit. Let's just get right to the receiver for Jerry Jeudy. He was 8 of receptions for the Denver, 73 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Jerry Jeudy burnt all 3 Chiefs rookie cornerbacks. Jerry Jeudy burnt all 3 of them for touchdowns. Josh Williams, I'm wearing his jersey proudly, Jalen Watson, and Trent McDuffie. These rookies will have to learn from it and move forward. I would not hold it against them. It's something they got to learn and get better at. So all the rookie cornerbacks for the Chiefs were burnt for a touchdown today by one man, Jerry Jeudy, who probably should have been thrown out of the game before they even turned it around because he was pissed off and ran up against the referee, but they didn't want to do anything about it. They're like, oh, well, we're not going to throw him out even though he freaking bumped into a referee. I bet you if Chris Jones sneezed on a referee, he'd be thrown out of the freaking game. But nope, they kept Jerry Judy's patty ass in the game, and he burnt all 3 rookie cornerbacks. Let's hope all 3 of our rookie cornerbacks can learn from this, from giving up touchdowns. Phillip Gaines didn't learn from giving up big plays. Marcus Cooper, who showed potential 9 years ago when the Chiefs picked him up, did not learn. The Chiefs invested a lot of draft capital, a lot of trust, and a lot of faith in these rookie quarterbacks that they got to step up and deliver. The Chiefs are lucky they won this game because they easily could have lost it. Let me see what you guys are saying. What was that, Tony Russell? I saw that. It went away. What'd you say, Russell? Again, they got lucky today. Let's go back to the Chiefs. It was disappointing to see him give up this lead, but Andy Reid seems to be pretty good at giving up big leads. I know people are just happy with the win, and yeah, I'd rather have 53 people in here, and I'm the only one that gave a like. Let's go, Kingdom. Hey, I appreciate that. Okay, Shaggy, now I got you about the emergency bed. This YouTube live's new for me, but I wanted to include you guys because I appreciate you guys. Always, you guys, I've been doing this now for 6 years, and you've always had a lot of good stuff to say on my stuff, and I greatly appreciate it. I have never told any of you to like and subscribe to my stuff because you're here and you're watching, but I want to let you know here first, I greatly appreciate you liking and subscribing. Thank you very much. Yes, Anthony Gibbs, Chiefs or die. The commentators mentioned at halftime what I've been saying all season, Spags needs to stop playing zone. Kenneth Galdwell, you're right. Favorite KC channel, Malcolm, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. I think that moving forward, the Chiefs got to learn from this and know regardless. Thank you, Anthony Gibbs. I appreciate that, man. I really do. I really do. I bloodied my lip. That's why I'm blotting my lip. I was so into this game, I bloodied my freaking lip because the Chiefs let this freaking game get out of hand. Thank you, Two Gems. Yeah, definitely in a couple weeks because I'm in the busy season at work. I'd love to be back on your show in 2 weeks. Check out Two Gems and a Mic with Tanisha Mahomes. That's Patrick's aunt, Pat Sr.'s little sister. I'm honored, blessed to call the Mahomes family my friends, at least Pat Sr. and his sister Tanisha and their parents. Rest in peace, Mama Cindy. I love you. Check out Two Gems and a Mic. They do a great freaking podcast. And thank you, Anthony Gibbs. Me and Fidel, we keep it real, man. We do keep it real. You know, next week, now here we are again, folks. I said last week the Chiefs will never, ever have two straight easier games than the Broncos and the Texans. Well, guess what? The Chiefs go to Houston to play the 1-11-1 Houston Texans, who almost upset Dallas today. The Texans went into Dallas and said, we're going to play two quarterbacks and nearly won. So now the Chiefs have to game plan against a bad team that plays two quarterbacks. Kevin, your voice is cracked from screaming. My lips bleeding. Biting my lip playing against Denver. But hey, yeah, Tom Hood, it'll probably be 40-39 Chiefs next week. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate that. I'm always keeping it real with my excitement and my fervor. But, man, we just can't keep having these games when we're up by so many points. Get this out of hand. You got to stay on them. And Andy Reid has got a propensity for blowing big games. It's incredible. It's incredible how many freaking big games he blows. Pat says the same thing every week. I got to stop throwing interceptions, unquote, zip it, Pat. You know, this is the first time ever in Patrick Mahomes' career that he threw interceptions on back-to-back drives. Get it out of their system now against these terrible teams, because if the Chiefs have any hope of getting back to the 1 seed, they got to put the hammer down, like Mitch Holthus likes to say. They really do. Do I think Chiefs guy asked me if I think Mahomes is interception prone? No, I don't. I think him and Kelsey need to get on the same page because of those 3 interceptions. Yes, right, Terry. We do play down to bad teams. But on those 3 interceptions, they're crossing where your wide receiver goes, and he basically sits down and he goes left, right. And he does. You don't know where he's going to throw, and it's either a guessing game. Mahomes is going to hit him, or he's just going to have to get his pass deflected or intercepted. I think they need to see that these linebackers are in a zone coverage, because the Broncos linebacker, what's his name, out of Iowa Hawkeye, had 2 interceptions. Number 47, Josie Jewell, Iowa Hawkeye, had 2 freaking interceptions, man, reading Mahomes. And on the second, on the both interceptions, he was covering Travis Kelce. That's an issue, folks. You can't keep freaking Mahomes has got, and Kelce got to get on the same page. And last thing I want to say, did Kelce have too many drops? Not today. Kelce's on a snap count now. Have you noticed snap count? Travis Kelce sometimes will run a 20-yard pass, and it'll either be caught or incomplete. He'll jog off the field. I don't know if Kelce is hurt, but he has been coming off the field a lot this season. I'm not knocking him at all, because the dude's freaking carried our team for 6-7 years, and he just went over 10,000 yards receiving. So that was definitely what you want to. That was definitely something to be happy about. Travis Kelce's up there with Shannon Sharp, top 5 tight end in the National Football League by going 10,000 yards. But he's his tread's starting to come off the tires, because he's definitely on a snap count now. He's not out there. And as I said, as I looked up the stat last week, I don't have the stat right here in front of me. Travis Kelce is 33. When Tony Gonzalez was 33, it was the first year Tony Gonzalez went to Atlanta in 2009. Tony Gonzalez snap count never went down. Tony Gonzalez snap count stayed the same when he was 33, 34, and 35. He was still in all those plays. Travis Kelce snap count's coming down. I don't know if Andy Reid's protecting him. I know Travis Kelce's not hesitating to run off the field, but I know that, Travis Kelce's snap count is going down comparable to where Tony Gonzalez was when he was 33. I'm not going to get in this Tony Gonzalez, Travis Kelce debate, but since we're going to talking about specifically of snap counts of 33-year-old tight ends that are definitely going to go to the Hall of Fame, at this point in time, at Tony Gonzalez's career, when he was 33, he was still playing the same snaps as he did when he was 25, 26, and 27. Travis Kelce is not playing with the same snap count he did when he was 25, 26, and 27. Not a knock on Kelce. It's just something to be aware of moving forward, because he's not in every single play like he was earlier in his career. Now, let's shake this off. As I said to start this post-game show off, the Chiefs, they just got lucky. They just got lucky. He disagrees. Jesse disagrees. The reason it was close is because the pick Mahomes threw. Okay. Fair point. Mahomes would tell you that himself because the Chiefs were up 27-0 when he threw his first interception. And then when it was 27-7, Mahomes threw his second interception. And then on both those drives, Broncos came back with a touchdown. It just would have been nice to see the defense stand up for Kelsey and Travis Kelsey when they turn the ball over every once in a while because, they have been like carrying the team forever. But enough of my yakking. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you for joining me again on YouTube Live. It's been a blast. The season's not over. We still got a shot at that number 1 seed, but we can't take the Houston Texans lightly because when you take the Houston Texans lightly, you end up with games like this. How you doing, Jordan? Hi there. This is to you. We appreciate all you do. Thank you for the kingdom. Thank you, Kenneth. Great show always. Thank you, Night Hunter. I love you guys. Appreciate it. Let's shake this off. Have our secondary learn from giving up touchdowns because all 3 rookie cornerbacks gave up touchdowns today. Let it get in their head and then get out. Learn from it. Thank you, Anthony Gibbs. Thank you, Demon. Let's learn from our mistakes this game moving forward. We got to learn from it because we got 3 rookies in the cornerback. Arrowhead's 4 miles from my house, which is only a short drive to the countryside. Where you going? You can't run and hide. So many questions. Questions like, man, are the Chiefs ever just going to blow anybody out and then not let them back in the game? Or are they just going to let them back in the game? Comes down to coaching. Comes down to freaking precise passing. Now, some may be cheering for Tyreek Hill tonight. As the Chiefs first night just said, because if the Dolphins beat the Chargers tonight, the Chiefs win the division for the 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 7th straight season. So, go Dolphins. Stay hungry. We need you to beat Buffalo next week. Until next Sunday at Red Tribe Cinema Studios, Shaggy Shane will be back at Red Tribe Cinema Studios next Sunday following Chiefs and Texans. And Clay Windler of Red Tribe Cinema and Shaggy Shane will be breaking down Chiefs-Texans. Tune in, YouTube Live, with Clay Windler of Red Tribe Cinema and Shaggy Shane. Until then, this is Shaggy Shane saying, go Chiefs!